In our previous video, we explained how faculty can create engaging writing assignments for their students. However, there are lots of ways to help students learn content through writing without worrying about whether students are getting better at producing written products. Writing to learn assignments focus on content rather than on communication. They are usually informal, often ungraded, and frequently intended to give instructors a clearer picture of what students comprehend of the subject matter so they can reteach or provide more practice. Writing to learn lets students practice manipulating information without worrying about correctness or form. Nevertheless, writing to learn activities allow students to put their thoughts into words that can be examined and revised. Such writing also provides students with opportunities to develop language to talk about what they know and how they've learned. In short, writing to learn promotes deep learning and critical thinking. Although it's common to talk about writing to learn as different from learning to write, these categories are less absolutes than a continuum. Most instructors use a mixture of both, and writing to learn assignments often lead to more formal learning to write assignments. Though writing to learn assignments are informal, they can still be made more engaging for students when they have a clear purpose and audience. As we explained in an earlier video, the elements of engaging assignments include constructing meaning, interactions with others, and clear expectations. Answer these three questions about viruses is less engaging than use the information you've learned about viruses to analyze the data provided from a chicken farm in order to provide the farmer with a recommendation about his flock. The latter includes the opportunity to construct meaning and apply information for an imagined audience. How do instructors decide whether to assign formal writing or use writing to learn assignments? The difference lies in the instructor's goals for the course. Like different articles of clothing, writing assignments have different purposes. Imagine writing to learn assignments as typical student dress, comfortable for learning, but not appropriate for an interview. On the other hand, while a suit may be professional and correct in some circumstances, it is worn with a different intended goal. Writing assignments are like these different outfits. Each is appropriate for different classroom goals. When teachers want students to learn the genres appropriate for their discipline, like lab reports, business memos, research articles, or lesson plans, they are more likely to use formal learning to write assignments. On the other hand, when the focus is on the content rather than the genre, writing to learn assignments may be more appropriate. There are lots of examples of writing that would be considered writing to learn. Group writing activities where students collaborate to write discussion questions or summaries based on an assigned reading or classroom instruction are a type of writing to learn exercise. Electronic discussion boards, or blogs, are common writing to learn activities that help students prepare for class discussion or reflect on experiences. Quick writes, used at any point during a class session, allow students to write down their questions, reflections, or comments for further discussion. Exit slips assess students' understanding of the content covered. A common example is to ask students to explain a key point from a lecture, to define a term, or relate a concept to a specific case and turn in the short writing as they leave the classroom. These are just a few of the many ways to incorporate writing into your courses. For additional examples of writing to learn activities, see the handouts on our website. There are also lots of good reasons for using these informal writing to learn assignments. They are often more practical in a large class than formal writing assignments would be. Frequent short assignments can help students learn more effectively than a single long assignment. Writing shifts students from being passive recipients of information to being active producers of knowledge. Informal assignments can help students prepare for longer assignments by practicing specific skills or exploring possible connections to be developed in a longer paper. No matter which type of writing assignment you choose, writing to learn or learning to write, writing assignments can help students learn, develop their critical thinking, and promote practical competencies. Watch for future videos on writing issues and contact us if you have questions or need help incorporating writing into your courses.